let's position this a little better. I will try to keep these circles out of my eyeballs, but it might be hard, but I will do my best. Hello, family. It is I, Jasmine. I have some pretty important news to tell all of you, and I'm super excited about it, and it's going to be really confusing, but we're going to work through it in this video. I am officially coming out as non-binary, and that's probably really confusing for you because you're like, what is non-binary? But you know what? We're going to talk about that. So you're probably like, what is non-binary? What does that mean? I've heard of that term, but I have misconceptions about it. I don't know. We're gonna talk through it together right now. Instead of immediately telling you the definition of this term, I'm gonna walk you through my life experiences because I think that might be easier for you to understand. I had to move my tripod because my cats are running around my house right now crazy and they're knocking over my tripod. Okay, so continuing on. Being born as a female, I kind of always had this societal pressure to be very feminine. You know, you grow up and you're like, yay, it's a girl, and then you start buying them dresses and all kinds of pink things, and I had a lot of pressure to wear makeup a lot and be super feminine, and like there is a part of me that is really feminine. I like makeup, I like doing my hair, I like all of those kinds of things. I still like dresses. I just also grew up feeling like there was a part of me that was very masculine, and I didn't understand that part of me until I reached my 20s. And in my early 20s, I have been working really hard to get to know myself and understand who I am. And a few months ago, I just kind of woke up and I was like, I'm gonna come out as non-binary because I do not feel like this super feminine person that I've been trying to be. And yeah, I'm not a girl and I'm not a boy, and I know that's really confusing. I'm kind of both. So now that I've told you my story, let's dive into like the definition of non-binary. So if you don't yet understand, let's put gender on a spectrum, right? You have girls over here and boys over here, and then there's all this magical stuff in between. I am everything in between. I'm not over here, I'm not over here, I'm not over here, I'm like right here. And so I know that one misconception, well, it's not a misconception. For hundreds and thousands of years in human culture, we have identified people's bodies as being male or female. And so my generation is starting to kind of break that up a bit and be like, you know what? It doesn't matter what your body looks like. If you are a boy, you are a boy, regardless of if you have breasts or anything else, and things like that. And my cat, this is my cat. They keep knocking over the tripod. Yes, you're such a good boy. Okay. Yeah, and so that can be really confusing. And now I know you're like, oh my God, I have all these questions. I'm so confused. Well, I probably can guess a lot of the questions that you're gonna have. So let's go over them. So the main reason why I'm making this video is because I am changing my name to Elliot. And I would really appreciate it if people tried to start calling me Elliot. I know that people are going to make mistakes, and that's okay. I appreciate the effort. I would really appreciate it if you just tried, and I'm not gonna get angry or upset if you accidentally call me Jasmine, because I'm transitioning too. Like I'm also getting used to being called Elliot. I also use they, them pronouns. So for example, hey, where is Elliot? They are over there. Do you know anything about Elliot? Yes, I love Elliot. I think that they are a really great person and I really like them. I really like them. I really like this person. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I skipped over the whole you have questions. Let me break that down for you. So some non-binary people identify as trans. Now, side note, the word trans. A lot of people, especially in older generations, are still using the word transvestite. Don't do that. Don't do that. You can use transgender or trans. Transvestite is just kind of, it's not a word people like very much. If they call themselves a transvestite, it's kind of like the reclaiming of that word. But, just try not to use that word. Anyways, do I identify as trans? Yes, I do, because I am not cisgender. So cisgender is like, I was born a female. If I just knew straight up, I'm a girl, I'm a female, I'm a girl, I know that in my heart, I do not feel like this or that, I am just a girl, that is cisgender. My grandpa is cisgender. I am not cisgender. I am trans. I am non-binary, so I'm not the gender that I was assigned with. Other questions with the trans thing. I know that people are going to ask if I'm going to change my body at all. I will not give you too much information, but my chest is going to get flatter. I am not going to remove anything besides some fat, but my chest is going to get flatter. You've probably heard about trans people going on hormone treatment. And right now I am not going to do that. I am unsure if I want to do that in the future. If I did, the only thing I would want out of it is maybe a deeper voice. I am purposefully lowering my voice. I've been doing that a lot lately. But normally my voice sounds like this, and it's very high. It's a very high voice, and I don't really know if I like it, and I have not decided if I want to go on testosterone yet. But if I do, a lot of questions about that are like, oh, are you going to start like looking like a cisgendered man? No, I will not. I don't want facial hair. You can take it in small increments. So I've known people who take very small amounts, and the only thing that changed was their voice dropped a little bit, kind of like where my voice is at right now. I wish that my voice sounded like this. I don't know if I want to go on T yet, because T is testosterone. There is a possibility that I will just start growing hair all over my face, and I do not want that. So I have not decided whether I want to go on T yet. What else? Yeah, so if people make mistakes, if you accidentally say she, her, or Jasmine, I am not gonna get upset at you. This is very confusing. This is very hard change for everybody. I would highly appreciate the effort. I would really appreciate the effort to try that. And what else? If you have any other questions, just reach out to me, honestly. I will say that you don't have to understand. I'm not asking you to understand. I'm trying to help you understand. But you don't have to understand. It might be way too confusing for you and you're like, yeah, I don't understand that. But I am asking you to like respect it. So like if I see family who's deliberately just calling me Jasmine without zero effort of trying to change that, I might kind of distance myself from you. Now I know it's going to be hard at first, and you might mess up almost every time for the first year. But like, I would appreciate it if you just tried your best. Also, if you would like to try to understand more, I can give you resources, and if you are open to receiving resources, that would mean a lot to me, because it shows me that you care and that you want to be educated on this stuff, and you want to learn more about me and how to respect my boundaries, and that would mean a lot to me. So I think that concludes this video. Thank you for watching. Also, again, if you have any other questions, reach out to me, because I want to help you understand. Thanks, y'all. See you later.